G'day, this comment was left on one of my videos, so I thought I'd read through it and talk about it. Open quote. Just make sure if you are using this MC Raymond is using in this video, it is especially important to say white positive, because anti-whites and even vagues will sometimes respond by reciting particular historical facts, ask CNN. At that point, you tell them the difference between white positivity and white sympathetic. I've used the same MC in this way, leaving both vagues and anti-whites unable to rebut effectively, and usually unable to rebut at all. Keep in mind, I do not remember my exact way of saying, nor the exact MPs I was responding to. So I can't give exact quotes, and you will have to do a little trial and error with this one. I remember each time I used it, it was in response to MPs, which we do have MCs for, but with a twist, or even sometimes multiple MPs put together. So, or close quote. So, the main little chunk here that we should take from this, the main point to get across here is, it is especially important to say white positive, and one of the many reasons for this is because a common response, a conditioned response, an often automatic subconscious response conditioned in the folk, in the anti-white narrative, is to respond to any type of care for the well-being of Western kind, etc., with some type of, anti-white talking point, historical facts. Oh, but slavery. Oh, but white privilege. Oh, but yada, yada, yada. Okay? So, why is it let's break this down. Why is it important to say white positive? Okay? In this term specifically. Because to be positive is positive. It's good. It's a good thing to be positive. Alright? Morally good to be positive. It's morally negative or bad to be negative. So, the natural connotation or bias or the feeling or emotion which goes with the word positive is a good, happy, wholesome feeling, which is the type of correlates we wish to create. Truthful, honest correlates. So, and not only this, as well, it creates a distinction, okay? Because we have what we call white positive, and then white sympathetic. So, and it's a factual distinction, again, using the natural connotations and the feelings imbued in the words, the meaning of the word, positive, okay? And sympathetic. To be sympathetic means you care about something, okay? So, to care about the well-being of Western kind is to be sympathetic towards Western kind, to be white sympathetic. But that doesn't mean you're also positive or good, okay? So the distinction is a white sympathetic person, an individual who cares about the well-being of innocent white children, innocent white elderly, etc., who then is also good, a positive influence in the world. Okay, they are then not just white sympathetic, but white positive. Okay, thus in a different category, in a different box, a different kettle of fish. Okay. And why is this important? Well, because in the anti-white narrative, the bad guys, okay, the mean, the bad whites, the neo Nazis, the white supremacists, all of these things, okay, they are white sympathetic, so that's a correlate that the anti-whites will try to use in the anti-white narrative, okay, and so they'll say, oh, these people, this political system in this time in the 1930s also cared about the well-being of Western kind, they were white sympathetic, and look what they did and the evils and the blah blah blah, so that's a correlate, a negative correlate, that tries to paint you as a bad guy in the anti-white narrative. But as soon as you have the term and the use of the word and the label positive, you're white positive. Again, that creates a distinction. Okay, so again, in this example, a vague or anti-white could say, oh, but so you care about the well-being of Western kind, you care about the well-being of white children. There was this political group back in the 1930s, very evil group, who also cared about the well-being of white children. So, are you like that? You're evil like that, are you? Oh, because you care about innocent white children? So you're evil, oh. And then straight away, because we have this distinction, no. That's white sympathetic. They care about the well-being of Western kind and white children, yeah, that they're white sympathetic, but not white positive like us. That's different. And as soon as that is established, you aren't in that category. You're in the category of the hero, the good guy. And anyone who tries to say otherwise, or tries to paint you into that negative category, is being disingenuous, and they're being a liar. They're just being a bigot, discriminating against you on the basis of your race. Anti-white. And that becomes evident to everyone with eyes to see and ears to hear, because you just said, no, those people who cared about Western kind but were bad, okay, that's white sympathetic. I'm not white sympathetic. I've never said I'm white sympathetic. I'm white positive. That's the opposite of those bad people that you don't like. So that means you like me, because I'm the opposite of the bad that you don't like. I'm the type of person, the person who likes members of Western kind and cares about the well-being of innocent children, who's righteous and good and a hero, as opposed to those negative, bad stereotypes you don't like, and are the epitome of evil in the anti-white narrative.